Welcome traders to this live trading analysis and trade ideas. Now 10th of February 2021. Today I am going over a bit of different things. We have Powell's speech tonight, and we're going to have some fun. We're going to make some trade plans and see if there's anything left in the market for this week. Basically, and then we wanted to find some music first of all, and then we should be going. Pretty awesome. I just need to find my settings and then put them back to watermark. That's great, fantastic. And then some administrator. What else was I supposed to say today? Today has been interesting. It's been an interesting day. So yeah, just hoping that you're also just doing as much fun as I do, doing this. But also, or like, okay, maybe not happy, inspiring, and then obedient. Crazy. Great. There we are. Let me just share this live, and we are getting to go. Gonna go. Today we have, I just need to take down that sound, that's all. I know that you guys don't have it too high anyways. So, anyways, where are we? So, welcome everyone. Just needing to close the door, and we are ready to go. Hello, Con. Happy to see you. Happy around. Have you made any profits this week? Have you made any profits this week? That would be my most important question today for you guys, generally speaking, because I'm here to try to help you as much as I help my mentorship students every single day. I'm also here to help you almost every single day too. So yeah. Or other than that, what trading plans? Great. Hi, Stefan. Stefan. I feel like saying German. Okay, I need to get going. Great. Other than that, fantastic. So for today, I want us to do something a bit different than I did earlier today. So when we were earlier today here, we were here to analyze the market, but now we have basically today is gone. Today was gone earlier today anyways, but I just want to go through things that is important to know on a general notice for tomorrow. How do you really plan your day? How do you really set yourself up for success? I don't know if I talk too much about this. Are you in a group of professional traders, not retail traders, but professional traders that trades how you would like to trade. Not only that, but also that trades in a way that would be too much. That would be beneficial to you and your trading. That drives things forward. That makes you improve every single day. I have been to groups where everything is counter-attacking. Like, you have a group where people are saying, okay, well, what do you think about this one? It goes against, like, one says buy, one says sell, and you're just left with, like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Like, I don't know, like, something? So please set yourself up for success. Have trade plans. Have people around you that has been a seasonal trader. If you need to buy a course, that's up to you. I'm not going to push courses on you. But you need to be able to clarify for yourself and for your trading and any potential investor. Not that you're going to invest with anyone, but think of it as someone coming to you with your you're going to them with an investment thesis, and based upon your trading, you're going to convince them that they're going to invest with you. So how do you explain your trading? How do you present your trading? Nobody cares about moving averages, by the way. Euro USD will go through Euro USD, will go through pound dollar. So how would you? So my philosophy for you is that you, through fundamental analysis, and maybe half of you fell asleep just by reading that word, but it's not that difficult. It's not that hard. You have to, yes, you have to read. You have to study. But if you're going to make it in this business, if you're going to come here and say, today I'm going to be an expert. Okay. What is the drivers of the market? Okay, interest rates. Okay, interest rates. What is interest rates? Okay, we have to figure out the interest rates. Okay, it's very low in euro, it's very low in dollar. What is the future of interest rates? Pretty the same constant. Okay, so what happens when dollar has a low interest rate? Dollar seems to weaken and euro dollar goes up. Not because euro is strong, because dollar is weak. Okay, great. Then we have the thesis for all the trades we're going to take for 2021. We're only going to buy. Only there, I just eliminated your need to go to another group and say, hey, what's going on? So what would you then say? What would you then do? Okay, we're going to be buyers on euro dollar only. That means we don't trade here, but we trade here. Now I have pivot points. Pivot points is only support and resistance and future targets for that is not been hit yet. So for next week we already have targets. Euro USD has come up to a higher high, and here it is now bullish. Comes down to support. I would have it even lower, and then we have just buy. That's the target, by the way, at 2180. I already knew my target when I entered the trade here. When I entered my trade here. Isn't that fantastic to have? I can do BTC, yes, very true. Hi, investor. Yeah, so I will go through Joe. Joe, I will go through Powell when he is done. And then, how does a trend normally move? Because we have to, we make money as price moves higher. You would say that is a good trend. Okay, so 4 hour. How does it look on 4 hour? 4 hour, hasn't been any pullback so far this week. Does that worry me? Yes, it does. So when is the next zone that you can think, okay, great. Maybe 21, around 2090. Seems like a good price to start buying again. Why? Well, support and resistance, and that I just saw that, but that doesn't come easy. But that's where I want you to be, and I've tried so many years to make this happen. To like, where is the price going to go? I still struggle with where's the price is going to go. But if I make a plan, I figured out if I make a plan, I'm at least 50% more likely to succeed. If I tell my friends what I'm going to do, I have incredible accountability. I have extreme amount of fear of telling what I'm doing to my people, to my students, because I don't want to fail. I don't want to fail them. I don't want to them to lose money. So I'd rather not doing it. But then I have learned over time that I still profitably trade. I have no problem. But over the time, I do it better, and I do it better, and do it better, and that's the journey we all have to do. So, since your now is high, can you buy it? Yeah, maybe. Since euro dollar has now made a double top, that doesn't matter to me. If we break below 2090, that matters to me. So if I can get price back down here, that would be fantastic for tomorrow. Yeah. 2084 to 2050. 2050, 60 pips stop loss to 2171. 75. Yeah, I would take it to 2180. Okay, great. If it breaks higher. So this is what investor already told you. So you already have, in this group right now, you have people who's telling you their trade plans. And I think that's a fantastic trade plan. And investor is just right now setting himself up for success. And that's where I also want you guys to be. But Powell can send this market through the roof, go high, go low, whatever. So there is some immediate risk to his trade plans. But are we going to be retailers? Are we going to be fearful, or are we going to trust our analysis? And then if you, of course, I don't want you to do this on live. No, with real money if you can't afford, and you shouldn't be trading if you can't afford. But if you have on demo, try it out, this strategy that you have. You know that it needs a pullback before it goes higher. And if it hits this on Friday, you're like, fantastic. All right. So now we're done on euro. We already set our prices. We can now go to our trading terminals and put the limit in. We're done. That is how fast we can do euro dollar today. Now, the pound dollar. How would you trade pound dollar? How do you succeed trading pound dollar? How do you profitably trade pound dollar? Okay. Let me tell you something for free. It hasn't been easy. And if you have lost money, I would say that, hey, this is a range. This is not where we make money. You as a trader have to understand what market conditions you're in. This is trading today, apparently. I'm really on fire. I feel it. I don't know if you're interested, but hey. So if you're interested in this kind of talks today, please give me feedback on that in the live session, in the comment section. Sorry. This is my buy price for this week. This is my target for this week. I'm already done. I think it's 140 pips. Okay, so I made 140 pips. Boom. What did retail traders do this week, eh? Take off the cap. Pound something. They are 65 short. 65 and 98% short. Why is that happening, people? You know where the money is? We only have 10 viewers today, and I would love it to have talked to 1,000 million people today. Because we're making money. Maybe there's a good thing that we are just trading with the banks, trading with the current, understanding where the really money flow is. And it's not in the indicators. It is not in the RSI. It is not in the pivot points, but it's in your brain. Everyone has access to the same amount of information. Everything is available. Everything is free. But it all comes down to your analysis. It all comes down to your ability to train yourself to take out what information is important. That takes training. But if we can just make this community grow, and I guess the boring one is, yeah, whatever. Maybe I should make a video tomorrow and say, oh, I made 140, I made $1,400 in pound dollar this week. I probably will make I'll probably make a lot of views. Is that what needs you to know? Is that how you want to see it? That I made $1,400 today? Is that important for you? Or is it the process that I'm talking about all the time? How do you reach those results? I'm preaching the process. I'm preaching how you can get there. You know what? Hi, Aman. Why are retail trading shorting? Maybe we should, I don't know. I do understand that my YouTube channel doesn't have 100,000 K, but 100,000 subscribers. I have 3,000. I'm very thankful for everyone. But what are we doing that nobody else out there are doing? But yeah, boom. I think it is because they have been trained to say to use RSI or some kind of indicators that tells them, hey, things is too high. Let me take these away. And I can actually go to a Facebook group right now that I'm in, and I can find some results and see what they say. I don't want to give out anyone's names, and I really don't want to blow people's covers as well. Like, you know, I feel like it's wrong of me to go around and say what people do. Like, the first thing that comes to the first post in this group that I'm in is which moving averages is best to use. Which only just there, just at the beginning of it. Only there, like, is that where you are supposed to start creating what do you call it? Is that where you're supposed to start understanding how the market moves through indicators? The next move is they're shorting Euro Yen. Euro Yen, I made money this week. Euro Yen is not bearish. It has made a high and a high and a high low, and probably on the higher high, so I probably need to close it. But they're looking for shorts. Well, that's all noble plan, but really? Anything from pound today? I'm just trying to find pound. Thoughts on euro? Shorting euro, having open positions to short euro dollar from current price. Shorting Australian dollar from current price. Buying gold, that's great. Someone is looking into shorting the pound Aussie. Like, what's going on, people? Right? Welcome, Abby. So, what I just went through there, what is retail traders thinking? And I think I have an answer. They are looking for candlestick patterns because that's what they've been taught. And if you guys can blow up my next, I don't know, YouTube video about that, if I make a video YouTube about it, so more people can learn about it, and they're learning about triangle patterns. Maybe if I'm making videos on top of those things, maybe we'll get better then. Maybe we'll get more views. Maybe we'll get to convert them to how you're supposed to trade. I don't know. But euro dollar for tomorrow, we're looking for short. We're looking for pullbacks. Pound dollar, we already done, so I'm not even going to look for buys here. No, and we're not looking for sells. You're not allowed to sell. You're not allowed to sell. You're not allowed to sell. Maybe that's a good YouTube video. You're not allowed to sell pound. What would they say? They were like, "What? How's that possible? You can't deny me that." We're doing gold soon. I think retail traders always want to catch the tops and the bottoms, and they never want to go with the trend. But yeah, it's a mystery. Okay, let's go on retail traders. This is actually going into an interesting part of me because I like this. Because I made a video on euro dollar. That depends on how you will watch it, but how you would think of it. But back in December, I had 10,000 pips month. 10,000 pips by just buying euro dollar. And I saw this thing, this euro dollar going to extremes. Let's see if we can find it. Euro dollar back in December. Germany, euro dollar back in December. This is December, and it went down to 25. So 75% of traders were short, and then it went up because people kept losing. But it even went down to 70-30 at the top here. It even went down to 27 maybe. Like that means 27 is buying. And price just kept going higher and higher and higher and higher. What is going on? Hi, Samuel Phillips. Hi. Very much welcome. Info. Okay, let's go back to where we're supposed to do. Gold. Was I supposed to do gold? But yeah, pound dollar was on fire today and this week. It is because it is supposed to go higher, and we did catch it. On goldie, we had people being afraid of this going lower low. It didn't go lower low, and I told them to have stop losses or to exit if we have a candle close down here. You didn't get that, so we're still going higher, higher, higher. Gold buy, yeah, and you know what? It is buy. Is that buy? Oh, it's you, Abby. Oh, wow. Thank you. I just need to. It's difficult when people say, "Oh, summer's coming," and you have to take those two together. So Euro USD recovery through 121 lifted 1 month implied volatility from the pandemic lows from 5.5 to 6.0, but lack the follow through brings back the supply. Yes, but what is it really coming from? Euro, the euro economy that is reflecting in the euro currency value is only coming from dollar weakness. That's the only thing that really helped out. Really helped out that. And then just to mention, if anyone doesn't follow me yet, I do have an Instagram account, and Hey, look at that, bros. I have many trade plans left to post though, but I'm just wondering that there is an avenfx.com, avenfx on Instagram, and pretty amazing. One of the students made $1,800 on gold this week. Fantastic. Very great. Thank you for that. So 1 month risk reversals paid 0.75 euro calls from 0.3 euro puts last week, but still lacks the upside impetus. Yes, true, because euro is supposed to actually fall based upon how the economy is doing it. Options would benefit from the slow spot grind higher. Looks like a reverse knockouts. What's Powell's doing? What is Powell doing? Is can I kick him? What Powell's doing? Can I kick him? You will be big one day. Just keep doing, my man. Thank you very much. Well, thank you very much, Herman. And I do try. I do try to give you guys value. I try to give you guys as much well-based analysis that I can give ahead of things happening. I did call out gold to rise in December before it even rose, and I called out 1970. And I'm sorry, it only went to 1960. I am very sorry for that. And that I called out 7 or 8. And I called out a move of 1400 pips. I'm sorry. The video is on this channel. And then I called out 7th to be the low of December. No, February. And 4th it happened. I'm sorry, I was 1 day early. I'm sorry, my apologies. But I'm actually going into what Powell is saying. Let's see if there's any news coming out here that is important for us to know. So what happened today was important. Okay, so if anyone is even a remote respectable trader, they've already made up their mind about what happened today. Okay, this CPI number today, is that a good number or is that a bad number? And how is that going to reflect the dollar value that's already being printed out? We have 1.6 on the core. We have 1.4 actual. And we know that with the new stimulus maybe coming, that this might be the bottom. This might be the lowest core CPI we will have. Maybe. But this is important piece of information. We are not recovering yet. That means that we need more stimulus in the market. All right. So that means more dollar weakness, maybe it's dollar strength on the short term. That might mean that we all over time will get even weaker dollar. And for those who say, "Oh, dollar is so weak," well, it's going to get even weaker. It is going to get crushed. And just for reference points, people, that is here for the knowledge. Back in 2009, 10, we were down at 74. We're up at 90. We have tons of space to fall. Go, Uncle Biden. Or Grandpa Biden, maybe. So for us, there is like a ton of space to move. And see how high it is. See how strong the dollar is. That's what I would say. And you know what? The money is not in GameStop. The money is not in AMC. The money is not in Bitcoin. But if you can just ride this trend down, if you just can say, you know what, I'm gonna make $1 million if I just get a trade in, and I'm going to hold it. Of course, you need some leverage, you need some account size. But if you can just have the patience to wait 1 to 3 years, don't everyone wants $1 million in 1 to 3 years? 86 can be achieved. I've seen New Zealand dollar, for example, New Zealand dollar, US dollar, going up to 78. We're just at 72 now. There's so much opportunities out there. If you just have the right knowledge. And of course, if you use RSI, this is going to say, oh, and then now it's a range. Okay, great. If it falls, even better. Then we can get even more money to go up to 78. So for you guys, you are such a lucky pack. You are winners. You are the ones that is here today. And I might sound like a guru right now. I don't really care. Because you can go back to me, and when we hit 78, I am going to celebrate because I have bought New Zealand dollar, I have bought the euro, I have bought the Australian, I've sold all the dollars that I can find with all the liquidity I can find. Every single week, I'm looking for those money. And if I get it, as like $1 million, yeah, okay, great. That's a good year. Is it possible? Yeah, true. Very much. You have leverage. But of course, can you take $100 up to $1 million? Probably not. But hey, everything is possible. Once you have a strategy, once you have a vision, once you have, I would call it the free money rally. And of course, you would lose money on the way. Of course, there would be a deeper pullback than you thought would normally happen. But don't you think that once, like, if this is the reaction after, after the Fed putting in their whatever they were doing, don't you think it's going to continue? Because they said they're not going to increase until 2024. So if we have now 3 more years of dollar bearishness, oh, it's amazing. It's going to hold. And if you can just hold those accounts, if you can just get it in, not too much risk, but just hold it for 3 years, it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be fantastic in the end. I've never talked about my $1 million ambition. But if you never win, if you never try, you never win. You can also go to 92, yes, and that's not too high. We even touched 92 almost. No, I lost 2 weeks back, but Forex, most importantly, is money managed. Yeah. And for me to do 1 million, it doesn't come easy. It doesn't come without. Well, I might actually say maybe back out in March, April, we'll sell the dollar more hard. But hey, we still have dollar bearishness. I'm not saying today, but I'm saying the general plan. And then as we just continue on the move, continue every month, continue every week, continue every day falling, man, it's going to be some spectacular moves here. Like, if you can just yeah, I don't know which day that is, but back in 2010, like, just look at that move. Just look at that move. Some guys are holding sells. Huh? What? Some guys are, okay, this is different today, but I normally do very well with analysis today, but some guys are doing 116 and think your dollar is going to fall. They will die. I will give you I don't want to give, I would tell you, I won't give you 10%, but yeah, Abbas, you will have your fair share of the ability to make that $1 million. And many would be asking for that $1 million. And but somebody has to pay for my car. So I don't know if you guys know, but when oil fell to negative 36 back in March or whatever it was, April, someone in London made 800 million US dollars. Do you know how old they were? Do you know how old they were? They were 20 years to 25 years of age, and it made 800 million. Well, it was a perfect trade, and they were even investigated by the American Security Commission for manipulating the price. Was it 32? Was someone as old as 32? I think the oldest one was 24, but I'm sorry. So there were guys of, what are they, 8 people? Essex boys, I'm talking about. So there's a whole huge article about it, and it takes some time to read it. But that's just a perfect storm, bro. Good luck, bro. No, there's no luck. Those people are hardcore traders, and they exactly know what to do. They were not selling oil; they were all selling oil futures and options and whatever they were doing. Not selling specifically oil, but all the yeah, options and stuff that is derived from the oil price and just sending it down, 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 down. But imagine going towards zero and you have 500 million up and you still hold to 800. that is just bizarre, right? So I just want one. I can take one. All right. No, again, they knew exactly what they were doing. Do you think there will be a stack crash in March? I don't want to look at crashes. I don't want to hear about crashes, but I do believe that it's possible. Everything is putting up for it to be a possibility. Yes. It all depends if the stimulus fails. Yeah, I think so. That will be a crash because the economy is not great. The economy is not doing well. Bitcoin, we can do Bitcoin. All right. You're thinking Bitcoin to 56. You know what? So far, I'm thinking today that we have hit a target. So far, we have it's politics, Joe. It's politics. I don't think it can fail, but if it does, if it's postponed, if it's not how big it's supposed to be, if the expectations doesn't match up, then yes, well, it's just that if it does fail, it's not that it's going to fail, it's just if it does fail, that's how that's what is going to happen. Where were you? There you are. Hi, Rachel Joseph. You just look to sound to be Kenyan. Karibu sana. Maybe it's just me and my vibes, but anyway. Point being, this is the monthly target. Of course, you can go a bit higher. Great. but that's generally the top for February. This was the top for January. So we might just go sideways. And then if it comes into the buy zone for next month, we might go higher, bro. How do you think when normal people can make money is wrong? Well, it is absolutely fantastic, annoying that they were investigating the Essex boys just because they're normal people and they're not supposed to know what they're doing, even though this is what hedge fund managers do every day. Oh, you're back in Abbas mode now. Okay, can you do ITC USD? You're in a trade. Okay. What is... So my point for BTC is it's over right now. And the move is over, so you can have a fun day. Currently heading lower. Did go up to the monthly target. Went higher. Supposed to go sideways, at least from my theory, before going higher in March. But it has generally a downside move, so you basically have resistance here and resistance here that is broken. So around 0.1 is your next resistance. Oh, I'm sorry that I wrote BTC USD. I'm sorry then. Yeah, fantastic move. That was your trade plan, mate. That was your trade plan, so now it's over. There's nothing more to do there. Should have taken profit there. Where do I think is going to go next? Probably can go down to 140. And then go higher. So I think you might have seen what happened here might happen again. Just a general thought, right? You're welcome. Well, I don't do... Well, it's just a theory that I have. It can go, of course, it could shoot up like a rocket ship, but tends normally not to. Just to be minority, if you even lose a few over all your winners, thank you. Pound yen. Abbas, what's wrong with you today? Are you switching? Do you have a phone and a computer, or what's going on since you're using 2 accounts today, or are you just double liking the double liking the live? So yeah, pound yen. We can do pound yen. Okay. Right. Example of retailers now. Wow, waterfall. I want to take a shower at waterfall while eating sushi. Yes. Okay, so I have a couple of video ideas. I don't know what you guys think about that, but one is around a counter trend I took last week. I tried a counter trend. I tried counter trend and failed. So something around there, or about retail traders selling pound dollar, even though if it's higher highs. What else? What else can we have a video about? The real move behind pound dollar. Why retail traders are failing. How not to trade. How not to find a group that supports you. What other one is what do you call it? What type of groups that will not help you become a successful Forex trader? Maybe. Yeah. That's the buy. That's a buy. That's a buy. Is that a buy? Yeah, maybe. So I would think something like that. And that would be back down to... Okay, it's so much right now. Why is it like that? Yeah, back down to here. That would be the buy price for tomorrow. And yeah, enjoy, mate. Probably around 144, 760 something. Yeah, and the whole what is the monthly upside target? Okay, for gold, I'm not sure the price. Okay, I don't know about the price, specifically price, but I can show you something. All right. This is what I think to be the low. I don't think price is ever going to challenge this price. That's just my theory. I think we're generally going to go higher. I do, generally speaking, I think we're going to blast through this price. And I think we might even go to touch 2080. That is just my wild west. And yes, we're still in this weird downtrend correction mode. But if we start going, I don't know, if maybe we get this stimulus thing that will make this one rise, then this is gonna go there. But if until then, I don't know. So I have a couple of attempts to 1950 and 2017. But the most important thing is 19th of February. So whatever price is around that time, I will consider taking profit and just getting out of the market. Not necessarily understanding if price is here or here or here or whatever. That is a specific date, or at least 24th. That is the doomsday. If I'm in something on 24th, I will just be adios amigos. I mean February. If I said January, I'm so sorry, but I meant February. That is next Friday. It didn't spell. Next Friday. Yeah, and I will do that video tomorrow. I don't know if it's interesting to you guys, but yeah. Where are you? Well, Haman, not really. You know, Africa, not Africa, but Kenya. Yeah, I've been to Kenya. The land to exit. Yeah. Kenya has whatever short supply as well. Or so I've been in Kenya for 6 months back in 2010, and probably every other, like I had a computer back then that did not have power, but did not have a battery. So when the power went out, my screen went black. I has. So I don't know if it's the lines, or if it's people, or if it's the election, if it's the government, or whoever takes off the power, whatever the power, or if it's theft. I don't know what's really the problem is, but it's just know that if you're going to live anywhere below Sahara, you have to have your own generator. If you're going to be reliable internet and reliable power supply, because you cannot rely upon your internet, your data, like whatever you call it, normal mobile work. You can't rely on the public system. You need to have your own solar panel or generator, diesel generator, doesn't really matter. You just have to, you know, live it out. You know, you find yourself being, yeah. So I hope you guys do understand the power of planning. Robbery, yeah. That's very true. 1 cable, 5 houses. Yeah, it's true. and and for that matter, it's really, really, really interesting. I'm just wondering if the music is too loud for you guys today. That's all. If you guys have anything about that. Going back to retail traders, I was supposed to find what retail traders was supposed to do today. Someone was selling the pound, the dollar yen. Gold is going higher. Someone bought Australian dollar at the top. Congratulations. Pound dollar. Someone is looking to short pound dollar from 6th of February. That's 4 days ago. I feel so sorry for them. I feel so sorry for them. Like, why can't you just get proper education? I think that's what it comes down to, education. But also, sometimes I just feel like whatever I tell people, no matter how much I say, people will still listen to whatever they want to listen to. I was also that person. I was like, okay, this guy's talking about fundamental analysis. I don't care. Like, do something else. This is good timing to go higher for gold. Yeah. I think gold is going to go higher. So basically, gold will be, well, that's my theory. As long as we're still above, what was it? For daily above, not really, above 1820, generally speaking. And long-term view, if you go below 1790, we are dead. But all great, all awesome, all fantastic. But then also the worst thing that was sharing videos or films. That was one, what do you call it? Flash drive, like OneDrive, flash drive, memory stick, memory stick, a million films. I don't know if you guys were into that though, but you could just get anything with subtitles with Chinese and Russian subtitles because they were downloaded from somewhere out of nowhere. Anything. Anyways. So the general move is for dollar to fall. Yes. What is the risk to that fall at the moment? Is that we already hit target for the week. All right. So that is basically quite important piece of information that we have completed the monthly move. The monthly move is up here to down here. Great. Now it can do whatever it wants to do. That is for the monthly, and then for the weekly, we are almost a target. Almost a target. But we have gone from R1 to S1. That means that we have completed the move. And now what? Patience comes in here. Patience is one of the key properties to becoming, or to just keep your money in the wallet, basically. And would that say that we're now going to fall? Technically, maybe. But as long as we are above this price here, we have nothing to worry about. Are you holding any Bitcoin? No, I don't. I have more than enough with you guys. I have more than enough with trying to keep myself up to date, so I give thoughtful comments to you guys. So no, I don't follow Bitcoin. I'm only going through it because you guys want me to go through it. And yes, I did notice that he put in 1.5 billion. Which makes me wonder why he wants to go into such a power, energy, consuming industry. But okay, cool. That's what he believes in. I don't think it has any financial differences for Tesla other than if somebody buys and holds Bitcoin. But to just buy and sell Teslas through Bitcoin, it's plus and minus, and the equals is 0. So there's no change in value for Bitcoin in that sense. But if it becomes a more acceptance as a way of payment, yeah, maybe there is more money to it then. But nothing more than that. Well, Bitcoin has actually, believe it or not, survived quite a lot of criticism so far and quite a lot of negative publicity, and still holds up. So for that to still hold on to, and if it's going to go to zero, I don't really care about that. What I really care about, what drives Bitcoin. Then I can understand where the price is going. I don't really care about prices for that matter. But for anything in this world, it just follows this the stock market. It is risk on. If it's risk on, like now, dollar down, Bitcoin up. If it's risk off, Bitcoin falls. Okay? But then Bitcoin has this tendency to just do that, and then that, and then that, and then continue. Like very sharp rises, and then even sharper falls, and then just some in between, and then a higher high, and then a fall. That's just as great again, and then again. So yes, it does go higher, but it's volatile as absolutely crazy. If you can just follow the same market, same drivers, same type, we have the stock market, we have the S&P 500 that will give you way more stable returns, and is supported by governments, is supported by general public. Can also go to zero, by the way, but generally speaking, is a more safer mode of investment because it's so well accepted. The whole problem when it comes to is liquidity. Okay, buyers and sellers. In the stock market, you have way more buyers and sellers. Bitcoin, you have only buyers almost, and not so many sellers. That's why you see like drops before it goes higher, and that can be like $10,000 or even 20. Last time it went from, what was it, 43 to 28,000. That's a pretty significant drop, right? So for us to be like, Bitcoin, look at this, amazing, look at this, I would rather do the stock market. That's more safe for me, and I'm a safe guy. Uh, is Bitcoin gambling? Is it really gambling? Or I think that is a term used by people who don't understand. It's lack of knowledge. Those says it's gambling. Lack of understanding the potential demand it has, because that's what they undervalue, because they've been saying it's just a scam, it's just a gambling, you're just going to lose money for the past, I don't know how many years, 5 years now. But it's still there, it's still holding up. Right? So for Bitcoin to be so high, I think it's gonna go higher because there's money to be invested higher. All right. What else should we talk about today? Just wondering. Yeah, and that will be the end of it. If the government steps in, that will be the end of it. So what is important for us to know today? We have Powell speaking. He says that the Fed strongly committed to doing all they can promote employment, which wasn't good. The NFP was not good, so it needs to do that, because that's one of the most important things the Fed is doing is to promote employment, and price stability, aka CPI, which we also got today, which was not good at all. He also repeats that we will current pace of bond buying until it will continue to buy bonds until sustainable further progress made towards max implementing price stability. Still the same thing. So just doing whatever they're doing right now. Improvement in labor market has stalled in the past few months. That is alarming. But if you have the market, what would be the dollar move there? That will be dollar bearishness, because we now need more stimulus. The renewal of PPP and encourage development, that's great. Correcting for pandemic effect would push employment rate near 10%. That's not good at all. Pre-pandemic, we have every reason to believe unemployment could continue to improve without inflation. All right. Workers and households are likely to continue support. Okay. Getting to and staying at full employment will not be easy. Where was America before COVID? Does anyone know that? Look at this guy. You don't want people to get rich. I don't know where you get that from, investor. Yeah, if they're crushing Bitcoin, yeah, probably. Billionaire investor Sam Sell told CNBC on Tuesday that an awful lot of US stimulus money was probably used to speculate in the market during the recent Reddit-driven frenzy. Yes, like, does it really matter? Well, it went back to hedge fund managers and made them more rich. It's just a natural selection of, not natural selection, but it's more of, there is people, like, if you give everyone the same amount of dollars, everyone gets $10 to everyone, and then you come back 2 years later, is it still, does everyone has $10? No. Someone will invest, someone will spend it, like a gamble or buy food or whatever. Somebody will invest it to pay for spending, and someone will just waste it. If wasting is throwing at the stock market, not doing anything at all about it, just put it into banking, into their checking accounts, not doing it at all, or someone will just hold, those who invest will always become richer. Those who know how to create business, those who has the value in their brain, is always going to get richer. So if I got stimulus checks of $600, what would I do? I would invest as much as I could of it. Because if I can then get, let's say I have $600, and I get 10%, let's say every day from my investment, I can live off $60 a day for my spending, and I then have 600 to invest again, and again. That is such a way. So it all comes down to the unequal distribution of knowledge that people do want to know or don't want to know and don't bother to read into. But billionaires has already figured out how to do it. People who are poor, some of them has not been given the opportunity. Someone will eventually figure it out, and someone will just stay educated. That all depends on a numerous amount of factors about their ability, about their mental health, about their whatever. I'm not going to go into say that all poor people are just because they couldn't afford or whatever. But at some point in life, you might have been given the opportunity to become richer. we can do pound yen. Anwar Ali. So everyone who is here today, you are all subscribed to the channel. You have all liked this live, and you have also told all your friends about this live session and my YouTube channel. Not because you want to, but you know, you are here so that you can gain more knowledge. I don't need to be here. I'm only here for you guys, right? Just because Abbas, investor asked me to come here, I'm here for you guys. And I would rather spend my evening today relaxing. I've already been live this morning, but I'm here for the love of you guys. I want you guys to succeed. I want you guys to have proper analysis for tomorrow. That's why I'm here. So I hope you do show me the love back as much as I show you the love first. That would be great. Thank you very much. And as you can see, I'm wearing my merch. Not really sales pitch, but you know, I really like it. That's all. Just spreading the good word. An investor did bring out new people today who called in Abby. Very thankful for that though. Very thankful for that. So yeah. Great. So what is the analysis of pound yen? We are currently in a strong uptrend. We are currently in a very strong pound move. We are for the week come down to the buy price, which we bought at. We have made a higher high and we have come a bit down to probably buy again. I have mentioned 144.60 earlier today, I think it was, as a potential buy price. So yeah. Between 44.76 and 44.60. Very much thank you. You're welcome, Anwar, and you're welcome, investor. $70. I don't know what that means. Yeah. Give or take. 1444, 144.73 and 16. Yeah. And you wouldn't believe the amount of transformation I have had in those I have trained for free and through paid courses. I know of people, I'm not going to say names, but let's do some guesses. How much do you think some of those I know have lost? How many dollars do you think they have lost? How many digits are we talking about? Is it 3? Is it 4? I would go and look to see what he says. I didn't like that song. Yeah, what does it say then, stupid people? Well. Society-wide commitment to get Americans back to work. Yeah, that is his most important job. He's supposed to put in place this framework and the incentives to get people to get work, to get people to create more employment. We will not tighten any employment policies solely response in strong labor market. That's great. Fed is strongly committed to doing all they can to promote this employment goal. We are a long way from strong labor market. And says fully realizing benefits of strong labor market will take continued support from both near-term policy and longer-run investments. Getting to and staying at full employment will not be easy. Policies to bring the pandemic to an end as soon as possible are paramount and important. Workers, households struggle to find their place in the post-pandemic economy. Likely to need continued support. Small businesses are likely to need continued support. Probably, unless they will be bankrupt, because there's no customers at the moment. Says possibly will aim to achieve inflation moderately about 2% at a time. Repeats appropriate to maintain rates current near so levels. So what this guy is saying, generally speaking, in the broad text is he wants people to get back to work. They need to put in place people can get back to work, not just work that is there, but to promote people and businesses to invest aka interest rates that is so low so that people can take up loans so they can invest into new buildings and new machines and new equipment so that they can employ more people to create and build those things and to run those things. So basically that is his most important goal, and sounds like a good precedent to me, but it's not his job to actually do it. He just needs to put the place and the belief in the society that it will happen. Yeah, so there's always already coming more stimulus. It's not more stimulus than 1.9 T he's talking about, I think it is. But it's not yet coming. Well, it's coming, but it's not yet there, right? So you think, Joe, that they have lost 6 digits? Is that $1 million? I know of people who have lost, yeah, 6 digits, and I've turned their business around. I've turned them from losing money, and then stopped losing, and now starting to gain again. I don't know to talk about those stories. I don't know why I don't feel like talking about those stories. But it's just the power of believing that you can do it. Just believing in your trade plans, believing in your system, having the appropriate, what do you call it? The appropriate plans and conviction and strategy in place. What is that? Very simple. For me, I follow the trend. I have a bias already based upon fundamental analysis and technical analysis. I enter trades in a buy, and if I'm thinking of selling this one, I won't buy at all. I won't sell at all. I won't sell at all. I won't sell at all. This is not a sell. This is not a sell time. Yeah. Yes. So what is really going on in the market? What is really the market reaction? And what's really things happening? So Australian dollar, US dollar has now stalled. Why? Because it hit take profit for the week. Boom. Done. What's going to happen next? Well, you can see price coming down to 76.40 or 76.60 or somewhere around this area before going higher. Fantastic. Another thing, you can also look into 76.80. I don't know if that's going to happen, but that's also a plan A. But currently, are you buying tomorrow? No. This is over. So you come back on Friday or Monday, whatever it is, and see where we are. If this now falls tomorrow, are you going to sell it? Is this a time where you're thinking, oh, this is a fantastic opportunity? Probably not. I wouldn't, because I'm a buyer. I don't sell things. I'm only thinking this is to go higher. So as long as we now are above here, as long as I'm expecting this to happen, and then this to continue, and I know we're going to have a pullback, this is now the time to start buying again. And if it falls, well, who cares? I made money up here. I didn't lose too much here. And then if it goes lower low, that's just an even better price to go higher again. What is the sentiment on Australian dollar? It is 61 short. Where do you find those people that is short? So we can shake them. Can someone find... Can someone find someone who sold Australian dollar, US dollar, and shake him and ask him why he didn't make money up here? Why that was so easy to make money up here? And tell him, you know, if you just come over to the other side where the money is, you will make $1 million. Back to those monies again. But it's going to take a lot of time. I think if you mention $1 million to anyone, that is what you're going to make. Though of course you can't sell that dream to people because not everyone will make it. Because it all depends of how the market goes, how much risk you're going to take, how much will you lose on the way. But yeah, are you prepared? If I just said we're going to go dollar bear for the next 3 years, and if you stick to the plan, you're going to make $1 million. If you stick to your rules, you're going to make $1 million. I think that will put people on such a much better place and space that it is absolutely fantastic. I would have loved to hear that when I started out 7 years ago, when I was losing and losing and losing. I was buying and selling left and right. And I guess some of you guys are doing that too. Right? So, really, what is really going on? Maybe that's going to happen. And then we're just going to take it higher next week. Waterfall 40 to 20 pips, then got spiked back 100 in a few hours. That's so true. That's so true. That's so true. Another thing that is that I was seeing today was New Zealand dollar, US dollar, right? So back today, I saw this one falling, and I was like, "Oh, we're going to go lower today," and we've just been somewhere in the mid in the somewhere in that range. Can you imagine going in and out of profit so many times? That doesn't make me feel like, I think we're going to short. I think we're going to fall. This is struggle. This is not struggle food. This is struggle trading. This is struggle trading. So for all of us, we're like, if I was in that trade, I wouldn't be confident at all. Because I'm just thinking of where will it find the next buy price, right? Or the next reason to just kick everything out. But generally speaking, we are just in a range. And I just have to add that because it wasn't a new high, it wasn't going to be an amazing bull run now. Do you know why? Because New Zealand is supposed to fall in February. It just needs to find a dollar bullishness. Hey, Kevin Downer. Great info. You know, very much welcome. Yeah, of course, New Zealand dollar currently is not a good trade. But isn't that a good trade? That's not a good trade. Isn't that a good trade? Like, just when it moves, that is when it is fantastic. And now it's just a range bound. We don't really need to care about it. Like, for us as investors, you are supposed to find Investments. You're supposed to find the best investments, not any investment, not just whatever that will make you money. Of course, that maybe be your general idea, but if we can find the best investments, and this might not be the one, we will just move on, right? We won't even care. So when I go through a mind of someone who has lost 6 digits, someone has lost more than $100,000, how does that affect people? How does that affect me as talking to you on an individual level? How happens that psychology? I need to build you up. It's just the same as you going from $100 to 20, and you only have 100, and that's going to pay for your school fees and your life and everything else. Is that a lower low? I hope you took profit here, though. By the way, people, I hope you took profit here. What was my price again? Is it this price? As long as below, above here, can come down here and then higher and then lower. Yeah, true. But I won't short it. Don't risk more than 5% on our trades and divide 5 into these 3 entries. Yes, very true. Boss lady, no. I took profit of 1. So add weekly take profit. What was that? 138.44, I think it was. Last week you said the pound target is, yeah. What I'm gonna do today, people, I lost someone that said they made $10,000 this week because of me. And you know what? Joe just said something amazing there. So I'm gonna take screenshot that's one move. I hope I can put it onto my social media somewhere. Because that thing, that is reviews. Spot on. That is fantastic. So yeah, of course I was right. But yeah, what was the highest price today? 38.66. So what was I wrong with? I was wrong with 20 pips. Sorry. Let's see if I can calculate it. That is 44. That's 160 pips. I didn't notice. Okay. Okay. Oh, whoops. Oh, yeah. 162 pips. Sorry, people. Sorry. It goes a bit around when you have too much profit sometimes. When you as a trader, you're going through losses, you're thinking, why am I always losing? Why is it always me? Why does the market always go against me? Well, let me say this. You might be at the wrong time at the wrong place. And you might have chosen the wrong pair. Or you might do something different than what the market wants you to do. But the market, you know what the market tells you? The market tells you that you are wrong. Oops. That you are wrong this time. Only now. You're going to 139. Yeah, fantastic. And we might even have a new high tomorrow. And that's the last bit. The monthly target is at 138. It's weekly 138.80. I think it's. Yeah, so it's a bit, yeah, 138.86. I think we can go there tomorrow. But also remember, we have gone like a rocket ship up, so if we do have a fall now, great. It's even better. You're not looking to buy again for a pullback? No, I think that is higher risk. Buy now. So, of course, I might make money out of it, but it's not my standard procedure. And for it to fall now, yeah, maybe it will stop falling soon, but I don't know if it's going to fall further, so I'm not too keen about it. Yes, I did do that, and that was just because we hadn't hit target for the week yet, and that's a very very important piece of information. Yeah, okay, that means stop loss. Okay, great. That means stop loss, and yeah. So I'm getting kicked out of Australian dollar yen now. From the buy, I think it was today or yesterday, maybe? Yesterday. So I didn't get to my target. Well, whatever. Care face. So if we now break 80.60, we might see a short opportunity here. Would that be a buy opportunity again? Probably again. So yeah, great. 137.50. Yeah, so we might have a hard drop tomorrow. And is this a place to sell? No, there's no sell here. But even though if we come down here before we go higher again, great. It doesn't really bother me. I only see opportunities. So when it comes down again, I will just wait for it to round off. But as you can see, there is a lot of support here, but it might go a bit lower just for the fun of it. And it might be Friday before that happens. All right. We're here for 1.5 hours now. Great. Fantastic. What else can I help you with today? Gary V has posted something. Success does not come to the talented. Okay. Great. Thank you. So I'm not talented. You're very much welcome. You are very much welcome. Nobody asked about USD CAD? Nobody interested? Nobody interested. I just want to say to you, those people, that we are at monthly weekly target, and that move up before down, if anything at all. You know what? I have had a lot of fun, and I hope I have got some new members coming into this, new subscribers today. We have had a peak today that is greater than I normally have, so. And I do understand that sometimes it's just interesting to be here, try to be a bit educational, sentimental, and try to provide value for you. You know, it's difficult for me to sit somewhere else and not be live and not be giving you value. But I should have maybe made a video instead of to post tomorrow, but I just do tomorrow morning instead. So I do want you guys, every time you see a video for me, I think it is small for me to ask for a small comment below and like. I know investor Abbas, you do an amazing job. Thank you very much. But to everyone else out there, one video that it might be 15 minutes takes me 3 to 5 hours to make. Hours. and the YouTube sense is whatever. I don't know. Let's see, $2 per video. So I do put a lot of effort into it, and it's also based upon my 7 years of experience that I'm just putting into 15 minutes of video every week for you. So for me, it is important that I do give you value, that it is. Oh, Carl Farron, hi. What time, UK time, do you start a video? Some great analysis today, and I will be back for the next video. Generally speaking, not today, but I've been Monday, Tuesday, not Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, I am alive at 19:30 GMT. No, that's my time, so that's Oslo time. So okay, first, starting Saturday. Saturday is the most important one. So Saturday around 3 p.m. UK. Sunday, 18:30 p.m. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 18:30 p.m. Tuesday, 18:30 p.m. But then I've started to do in the mornings as well, around 9 a.m. If you are in my Discord, I will always tell you, and it's based upon quite fast, and I would basically just say, just subscribe. Subscribe. But the most important day in the video, it is Saturday at 4 p.m. Paris time. So it's GMT +2. That is the most important time of the week when I put out the weekly Forex forecast. And then Sunday at 19:30 Paris time, which is your 1 hour ahead of you. Yeah. Like, I'm sorry that I'm so, and like, what do you call it, like, not very specific, because it comes down to demand. People like, can you go live now? I'm like, yeah, cool, I can have some time now. So yeah, those are the normal times that I do. And then on Friday, probably be alive at 2 p.m. UK time, I think, just to cap off the market, end of the week, because it's been an amazing week. I set the bell reminder anyways, and subscribe. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much for everyone. I have been here for 1 hour and 33 minutes. Been a pleasure. And I do hope that okay, here we have Maez. Hi, how are you? How much margin do you recommend using gold? Margin doesn't really matter, but I use 100. Just because I've been taught, just because somebody told me back then, I use 100 to 1. But it all depends on your stop loss, so 1% of your account size. And you should then use 0.01 lots only, or 1,000 units. That is what you should focus on. You can ask me a question, guys. Ask Joe. And I'm going to put on the last song for today, which I absolutely love. And the reason why I'm here, it is to make you guys winners. That's why I'm here. To war. Is it ever possible on a very rare occasions to contact you during the day? Yes. You can go to the Discord channel and you will find me there. If you are in my mentorship, you will get my personal phone number. If not, you can get my email. So yeah, you're welcome. I'll just put the Discord channel in there just for the sake of it. It's a Discord channel. It's a general free channel where I help you guys on a general basis. So it's a lot of different chat rooms for trades, for general, for off topics. But yeah, so either email or that. So if you want to join the mentorship, it's an benefits.com. That's up to you. So yeah, great. That's for the mentorship. Time, please. So I am trying to make a fundamental analysis course that is going to be how to invest fundamentally. So it's going to be an economic theory. It's going to be investing strategies. It's going to be overhead. It's going to be patience. It's going to be risk management. It's going to be like a whole course. It's so huge. So I don't know how I can make it into bite sizes. It's going to be a totally different price point, but I think for those few who is going to be in that course, fundamental analysis, I think it's going to really blow your mind of how much the market is set together. There is a lot of randomness, but there's a lot of things you can just follow along with. Hi T2. The song is called Unstoppable. That's what I feel sometimes when you're in the zone, where you are getting trades in again and again and again. You just makes more and more profits. And yeah, that's been this week. Pretty much, pretty amazing, pretty good. Boom. See you tomorrow.